Hello everyone. NASA has recently decided to have a meeting about the aliens. After all these years and all this time, the news has come out about it. And I have spoken to you, some of you, on another stream when I went live about this. So some of you know about this already. But now I'm going to play the video and I will react to it. Now I will roll the clip.
Is a question humans have been trying to answer for years. Are UFOs real? And if so, where do they come from? For the last 7 months, a group of scientists convened by NASA have been looking for tangible answers. And today, they held a rare public hearing to share their research into what they are calling unidentified aerial phenomena. News Nation's Dre Clark listened in and now joins us live. Dre, a lot of people are following this.
Yeah, because they want to know, are UFOs real? Are they fake? And this is what this panel was trying to get a better understanding of. But NASA says they want to be as transparent as possible when it comes to the topic of UFOs. The agency also recognizing the considerable amount of public interest and the need to provide some level of clarity because many of these sightings remain unexplained. So NASA took the unprecedented step of forming a panel of experts and asked them to go on a fact-finding mission and then provide a detailed analytical report of their findings. And that report will be made available to the public later on this summer. Now, earlier today, the 16-member panel that was put together a year ago held its first public meeting. Sitting on the panel are an array of scientists, physicists, and biologists. Their sole mission is to examine unclassified sightings of what the government calls unidentified aerial phenomena. Another term is UFOs. NASA says eyewitness reports of UAPs are oftentimes muddled and too insufficient to draw any real conclusions, but at the same time, those sightings cannot be ignored. For every sighting, NASA wants to know the nature and origin of its existence. Panel members say not every sighting, though, is a UAP, saying that sometimes observers may be looking at commercial aircraft, civilian or military drones, weather research balloons, or even military equipment. The panel will be analyzing about 800 sightings, but they suspect only about 2 to 5% of them are UAPs, but only high-quality data can really provide the level of transparency they need to distinguish what is fact and what is fiction. So panel members say they will investigate each case or sighting with objectivity, physical testing where possible, and a very high level of scientific scrutiny, and hopefully they'll reach some solid conclusions, and that will be revealed in their report.
We are very lucky to have them on board to share their invaluable insights to inform NASA on what possible data could be collected in the future and how it can be collected to help us better understand the nature of UAP.
To understand UAP better, targeted data collection, thorough data curation, and robust analyses are needed. Such an approach will help to discern unexplained UAP sightings, but even then, there's no guarantee that all sightings will be explained.
Now, the panel says they will make their findings available by August 1st. Meanwhile, the Pentagon is conducting a separate investigation into UAPs. They will go based on the information found by military pilots. They will study those images, and those people who will be conducting those studies will be both intelligence and defense officials. So, Nicole, a lot of interest, and it seems to be something the government is taking very serious, and hopefully they'll get to the bottom of it so we can finally answer the question, are they real or just a figment of our imaginations?
Oh yeah, a lot of people take it very seriously. Okay, thank you, Dre.
It's ridiculous how they call it unidentified aerial phenomenon. And for many years, people like me have been called crazy for suggesting that there are UFOs, aliens out there. And now, when they can't hide it anymore, NASA and the government say, you know what, it's time to stop nonsense and come to truth. And they go and say what's going on. Because my friend told me, there's a certain point where you cannot hide it anymore. And it just comes out. I think that I'll be very interested to see what NASA says and does in further information. And I think they covered the story very well, the news people at News Nation. And one thing that I will say is that they are, in my opinion, they are interdimensional. And it's ridiculous that they ever suggested the people, and a lot of you that subscribe to this channel, and perhaps other visitors, that this situation, when you see these things, it's not like an airplane or an aircraft or a satellite. It's real. It's something out of this world. Very strange experiences, and people that had ghost experiences. It's something very, very supernatural. And I can't think of any reason why they would hide this for so long. Unless they either didn't want a mass public panic. That is one of the theories. Like, if everybody knows about this and what's going on, there's going to be mass uprisings and people panicking. Another theory is maybe they just didn't want to, they were trying to hide something for nefarious reasons. But I do also think that there are other crises going on in the United States, in the world in general, that need to be taken into consideration also. But this is an interesting time that finally things like the Planet 10, in my opinion, is being brought to light. And things like this UFO sighting is also being brought into light. That's all I had to say for this one. You can comment below what you think.